What I wanted to show you today was what I call making your own black glimmer paper, since we don't have any. And you can kind of see my kingdom for better lighting. I don't know why it's so dark down here today. Thank you, Rory. It is how it normally is, but it's dark outside. Yeah, that could be weak because I'm usually doing it during daylight. You can kind of see it, darn it. Anyway, the paper shimmers. Here's not in black, and I've also added some Ink of Stella. Anyway, I wanted to show you how to do this because I really think this is a fun technique, and as far as I know, this is a Sandy only technique. So what you need to make your glimmer paper is you need some shimmer white cardstock. This lighting is really bugging me. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Shimmer white cardstock. You need birthmark, the sticky ink, which really isn't an ink. It's more like a sticky glue almost. Some embossing powder. Yes, this is old stuff. Still works. I need to get the new stuff, but visualize the new kind. I'm using clear. We have others. We have clear, silver, clear. We have 5 colors. Five. There's 5 fingers. Clear, silver, copper, gold, and white are our embossing colors. You will also need some Memento ink bottle, the re-inkers we call them. So the ink refills. A container. I like to use the empty embellishment containers. You will also need your heat tool and a tray. And I like to use clothespins to hold stuff, especially when I have these. Okay, I don't, if you've watched my lives before, I do not do fakey fingernails. I do them like once every 2 years. Apparently this was the time, and here's the truth. These 4 bad boys are all mine. They're not fake. So kudos for me growing them out a little bit, but they're getting cut off before Thanksgiving. I'm not dealing well with them. They need to go. They need to get kicked to the curb. And you also need an aqua painter. This is my technique. Again, someone else may have come up with something, but I like it. I call making your own black or colored shimmer paper, glimmer paper, whatever. So let's get started. God, this darkness is bugging me. Really is bugging me. Anyway, so let's show it again if you can kind of see the shimmer. Not of this, but of the black. Okay, so let's just get started. While I figure this out. So, what you need to do is, I'm not going to do all of it on here because you don't want to hear the heat tool. So you take your and these are gone too. Look at that. Now we're just Sandy's hands. What you want to do is take your Versamark, and I'll just grab an image. Oh, and for these today, I'm using the Ribbon of Courage stamp set, which was designed by Patty Bennett when she reached her $1 million in sales milestone, because she is a survivor. I'm using the Watercolor Christmas stamp set, which comes with the Watercolor Christmas card kit, and really is a darling stamp set. I just love the scripty greetings and just the 3 cute little simple images. And we're also using vertical greetings because I think it needs a little love. I actually like this stamp set. I know it's not a big seller, but I think it needs a little love, and I think it'll work for this technique. But I don't have any samples, so we'll see how this all goes. Because as we all know, Sandy doesn't always plan everything. We just kind of see what magic happens on camera and hope for the best. So anyway, what you want to do is you're going to take, we'll just use this big bold image. So you're going to take, you can tell I didn't clean up my stamp. There's still Versamark on it. Stamp your, oh, actually first, I forgot about that. You need an embossing buddy, little powdery guy. Rub it across. I didn't do it on one of the samples you're going to see, and you're going to see that, probably should have used the embossing buddy. I forgot it on one. So then you're going to put your embossing buddy. It's just a quick review on embossing. Put your embossing buddy. Hey Janelle, but I shocked you by saying your name. I'm waving. Put your, ink it up, stamp it, then sprinkle your embossing powder on, magic, and then ooh, that's the heat tool. Ooh, that's the sound it makes, right? And then magically you have, where is that one? I use silver on that. So magically you have silver, and this is the one I did not use the embossing buddy on, and look, I got a little spritz that needs to go away. So to make it's basically a watercolor wash, but it comes out really cool. And this was by accident that I discovered this one night when I was making cards with my friend Jenny, that I discovered this. Again, it was just by accident. So put a couple drops of re-inker in there. And take your aqua painter and just squeeze. You want to thin it out. You don't want it too dark. And then you're just going to pick that up, and I'm just going to test it. Ooh, that's really dark. Maybe one drop would have done. Well, actually, I think I like that. And you pick up the pool of watered down ink and just go over. Ooh. Okay, another technique. Ombre. Wow. I'm just winging this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Isn't that magic? And then I normally would probably set this aside to dry, but hopefully I won't goof this up too much. You just wipe off the excess that's on your, and then hopefully I can pick it up on camera. You get this, well, the stuff is too wet. It gets shimmery, and it's beautiful. So much like I always do, I'll post the finished samples on my website later on. But yeah, that's actually really kind of cool. I'm having fun. And y'all get to watch. So yeah, we'll just bring a little more down. See if we can blend out that little bump there. And we'll see what I come up with. But yeah. So that's that. And then I have, okay, so that's our silver embossing powder. This is with the clear. And yes, I did use the embossing buddy on this. And maybe these will dry while I'm still doing live, and you can see how shiny they get. It's really cool. Now this one I want a little darker. I may actually cut this out with a circle framelit later. Kind of planning. So, and then you come in with your paper towel. So don't forget a paper towel either. And I'll write up the supplies you need, install it and all that, and get that on my website. So that's your Oh Joy. You can't see the shimmer in the paper yet because it's still wet. Next I have, and that was with the clear embossing powder. Actually, no, you don't get to see that one yet. We'll do, because who doesn't like black and gold? For some reason I went with a Christmas theme when I was doing these. So who doesn't like black and gold for Christmas? I'm going to put just a little bit more ink in there. I want it kind of dark. And I can always go over it. The shimmer paper is pretty strong. It doesn't shred as fast as like the regular cardstock, which if you get it wet, you fuss with it too much and it will start to peel apart. I could go and do the whole paper, but isn't that kind of cool? How that gold just starts to pop against that black background. And then again, as it dries, as that watercolor wash dries, the shimmer will start to pop. So there's that one. Let's see if my first one is starting to dry yet. Oh yeah, it is a little bit. I don't know if I can get, but you can start to see the shimmer in it. It's really cool. So that's the gold. That was the gold. Gold. Oh, here's this one. So I did all of their embossing. So here's the white embossing powder. You really probably can't even see the image. So, and again, I could do the entire paper. I'm right now, just for the sake of time, I'm just kind of washing around the image. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with some of these. I'll do something. But you see how that white just then pops? Messy coloring. We'll call it messy. Whoops. Okay, not that messy. Fix that. Anyway, so yeah, and then come back in with your paper towel and blot, 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 blot. See how that just pops? You can almost see the shimmer in the paper on this one. If I didn't have the funky lighting situation. Okay. So that was a white embossing powder. So we've done gold, clear, white, silver, and here's the black. Maybe we have 6 colors. Maybe I can't count. Yeah, probably not. So I'll put a little black in there. And this is black, and to do the black, since we don't have black embossing powder, you use the archival ink, which has a little bit of dry time on it. So you stamp with that and then put whatever embossing powder you want over it. You can't use the Versamark because we don't have black embossing powder right now. We have had in the past. So if you have some old stuff, take it out, give it some love. I have no idea how this one's going to look. I just thought it'd be fun to try. You know, no plan. Why make a plan? Right now it just looks like a hot mess. I don't know. This one may be a disaster. We'll see. It could actually be the next coolest thing. We don't know. So maybe not on. So maybe not the black and black. That's just kind of a hot mess. Yeah, we're done. That was bad. So I have one more left to show you. The copper. Oh, this looks pretty just like this. This is again using the Watercolor Wishes stamp set. And yeah, that's thin enough. I like more of a smoky look than the real black, but I think I might do the whole paper. Get some more water in there and mix it around. Oh, isn't that stunning? Oh, nummy. So there we go with that. And it doesn't have to look perfectly black. You know, it's okay if you have brush strokes and stuff because, again, it's supposed to be like a watercolor look. Just kind of, oh, this is pretty. I may have to do this one again sometime. Oh, nummy. And we have all those copper ribbons. We have that copper mesh ribbon. We have some copper thread and some other things and copper paper you could pull in to really make that pop. So, hello, gorgeous. And blot, blot, blot. Oh, that will be a pretty card. Not showing up. Maybe that shows up a little bit better. But that will be nummy when it's all done. And so let's repeat without the embossing. You can just make your own paper, you know, make your own, like, just, yeah, paper. So we'll put a massive amount of black. Oh, come on down. Let's test it out. Yeah, it's good. Mix it around. I'm just going to make paper. I'm sure I can come up with some fun to do with that. So you don't have to emboss. That just makes the image pop out. But you could just make this in black shimmer paper and cut it up or punch some images out. We'll see what I do with the final one. Blah. Color, color, color. But how many of you want to try this at home and So you're going to need a black re-inker, preferably the Memento ink I prefer because it is, since it's water-based, it's easier to thin out. The archival re-inker, the one that goes with this pad, I haven't tried it. I think it's going to end up being too thick because it's not a water-based ink. So I would recommend the Memento ink re-inker, which I'll put all the supplies on my website. I honest to goodness don't remember how much it is, but the re-inkers are usually about $3.50 a piece. They're not a lot of money. You need a little container. You need your embossing powder, Versamark or archival ink, some shimmer paper, an aqua painter. And see, to clear it, all you do is just kind of, here I could even drop some in, and it just runs clear. So you can just brush it out. Don't worry about the blacking. And actually, if you go take that and run it under a faucet, these usually just clean right out. So don't worry about the black ink transferring or staying. So you need an embossing powder and all of that. And oh, I can see it. I just wish you guys could see it better. Turn it. Anyway, let's review. So here was the shimmer paper and the gold, the copper. Oh, that is just so pretty. This would have been fun at Halloween too. My hot mess of the black and black. Yep, that won't be making a return. The white, I ended up making kind of an ombre look. That's with the silver embossing. And the clear. And you still, I don't know, maybe it is picking it up, I don't know. But, again, I just wish I could make you guys see it better. But it is, trust me, it is beautiful. So that's that. Embossing powders are on, well, I'll post it on